Maggie, here every week.
It's very regular.
Regular. To the club, usually. Okay, and Jim's going to introduce what we're going to do. Okay, so if we want to give them a hand.
This is called the Selkie Bride. It's a book by Kate Forsyth. Fiona McDonald has done the illustrations. And it's published by Christmas Press. How this came about was that Maggie threw it into my hands at a festival and said, "What do you think?" And I read it through and said, "I'll make a reading." So I'm here.
And Stephen gave this to me for Christmas. That's how it came about, really.
Right, and the introduction to this is not by them, but I think I've stolen it from Gordon Bob, the American folk singer. The seals come up, they do. They come out of the seals come up, they do. They come out of the water and become a man or a woman. And they say, if you ever capture one, you'll never find a better partner to you, for he or she may take the money hunger from you, the fear of dying from you, and give you peace. There was a man who fell in love with the seal, but he couldn't hold her, he couldn't keep her, and she went away from him and went back to the sea.
I am a woman upon the land. I am a selkie in the sea. When I am far from every strand, I'm as free can be.
A long time ago, on Midsummer's Eve, as the sun was setting over the wild ocean waves, a young Scottish laird named Dougal McPhee was riding home to his stern grey castle. A faint haunting song reached his ears, blowing on the wind over the cliffs on the shore below. Peering over the edge, you saw a dozen people with wild hair and dark eyes, men, women and children, all with wreaths of seaweed upon their heads, dancing and laughing and playing on the sand. The laird knew at once that he was seeing what few before had ever seen, the silky folk who could cast aside their sealskins and take on human forms to play on shore. A woman as slender and lissom as a willow wand, with waving black hair that hung to her feet, and the biggest, blackest eyes he had ever seen, was singing.
I am a woman upon the land. I am a selkie in the sea. And when I am far from every strand, I'm as free can be.
She was the loveliest woman he had ever set eyes upon, and he fell in love with her at once. Making his stumbling way down the cliff and onto the rocky shore, he got closer and closer, unable to take his eyes from the beautiful young woman. All singing and laughter stopped with a frightened outcry as the Selkies saw him. Running away, they caught up their sealskins, drawing them over their bodies. In the blink of an eye, they were diving under the waves in the shape of seals. The beautiful, black-haired woman had caught up her sealskin as well, but Dougal ran forward and wrested her from her. "Dinna go," he cried. "I've fallen in love with ye. Stay with me." "Nay, I cannot stay," she cried, trying to catch hold of her sealskin. "Please, you must let me go. I shall never be happy on the land." But Dougal would not let her go. "Nay, you're mine now. I'll take ye home and marry you, and ye shall be my lady." "Nay, I cannot stay," she cried again. "Please, I was born of the sea, and to the sea I must return. I shall never be happy on the land. I'll make ye happy, Dougal vowed. He took her home to his castle and locked the silky skin in an old chest where he knew she would never find it. Dougal tried his best to make her happy. He bought his silky golden sinks and rows of coloured velvets, but she only shook her mane of black hair sadly and said, "These are not so soft or fine as my sealskin. Please let me go. I am not happy on the land." When he paid for minstrels and musicians to sing and play for her, she only turned her face away. "No one can sing like a Selkie. Please let me go. I am not happy on the land." But he would not let her go. Summer turned to winter, and the Selkie Bride sat in the window and stared at the sea, singing as if her heart was breaking.
So sad and lonely am I since we met. I wish I could swim on my way. Ye do not care, but I fear and I fret, while I long for the touch of sea spray.
Whenever Dougal was away, she searched the stone grey castle for her sealskin, but she never found the old chest hidden away. Winter turned to spring, and then to summer once again, and the Selkie Bride gave birth to a beautiful baby girl with waving black hair, slow black eyes, and webs between her fingers and toes. Dougal named her Marilla, which means shining sea. His Selkie Bride held the baby close and said nothing. Many more summers and winters passed, and Marilla grew to be a wild and winsome child, always happiest when she was collecting shells and making wreaths of seaweed, playing at the edge of the sea where the foam broke. Every night her mother would sing to her,
"Born of the land and the sea, my child, may ye be free as a bird, to soar over mountains and seas so wide, and never find yourself good."
One day, while the Selkie Bride and her daughter were walking by the sea, they saw a pod of seals swimming and diving through the waves. The seal saw the Selkie and swam close to the shore, keening in grief. She cried out to them, hands outstretched, as tears flooded down her beautiful face. "Why are you so sad, Mama?" Marilla asked, trying to comfort her. Her mother wiped away the tears. "I'm sorry. I love you dearly. You know that. But I was born of the sea, and to the sea one day I must return. I shall never be happy on the land." Marilla did not understand, so her mother drew her on a knee, rocked her close and sang,
"I am a woman upon the land. I am a Selkie in the sea. And when I am far from every strand, I'm as free can be."
Marilla knew of the Selkies. She had heard whispered tales of them wherever her mother went. "Your sealskin. You need your sealskin," she cried, running back to the castle. Her mother still sat watching the seals play, singing to them and wiping away the tears that would not stop. When Marilla returned, her black hair flowing free behind her. In her arms she carried a pelt of sleek, shining fur. "Here it is," she cried. "I've seen Father unlock the chest sometimes and hold it, and he always looks so sad. Oh, Mother dear, take it." The Selkie clasped her sealskin to her breast. "But my darling, I cannot have you both. None of us should ever be girt against our will," Marilla replied. sturdily. The sea will always be here. I will come to you, you shall come to me, and we'll meet where the foam breaks. Her mother hugged her close and hard. My darling, I will always love you, she whispered. The Selkie drew on her sealskin and dived into the waves. Dougal found his daughter, sitting alone in the window, staring out at the twilight sea. A chest nearby stood unlocked and empty. She's gone, he asked, struck to the heart with grief. Marilla nodded, her face tear-stained but serene. She's happy now. On the wind came a faint and haunting song. Just a die for your grandchildren. Introduce them.